Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. In this video, I'm going to talk about how to break through the difficulty in STEM education. STEM, which means science, technology, engineering, and mathematics, can sometimes appear complicated at first glance. But this complication has a tendency to discourage the students from actually making any commitment to pursue any STEM course further. But however, STEM may appear complicated, but it's not difficult. You see, the key to tackle any particular STEM course is to think and act in a modular fashion. The study concept must always be broken down into bits and pieces, and each bit and piece must be studied separately and later brought together to give the grand understanding of a bigger concept. And what this does is that once you're able to break down the study concepts, into modular forms, it gives the student the time and room to process, think about the concepts, understand them, and then link the concepts to make them understand the bigger concept at hand. And as you are breaking down everything into modular form, you also need to take one step at a time. Baby steps are very critical in STEM studies. And at every particular step, you need to always make sure that the total knowledge base or the relevant knowledge base at that particular step has been covered and well understood before you move on to the next step. And in everything, basic understanding is key. You need to understand the basics, and it is this understanding that gradually builds up over time and helps you to understand more complicated concepts. The decision to study is the first critical step in the study of any STEM course. The student must first make the decision to study, and then preparation is very, very important. And preparation must be psychological, must be emotional, and must be physical. The student must be well prepared in all these three areas in order to get them ready for the study of any STEM discipline. The relevant resources needed for study must also be gathered by the student, and these resources may be academic, may be experimental, or maybe financial, or maybe consultation or advisory services, seeking advice from someone as to the way to go. And in all these, the student must never give up. The student must strive very hard to ensure that they have a successful study at the end of the day. The study of any STEM discipline requires commitment. It also requires consistency on the part of the student. And gradually, once the student is committed and consistent, the two combine to make the student more efficient at studying any particular STEM course. And gradually, the little study efforts that the student makes eventually grow into wisdom. And this wisdom gives them grand understanding of most of the complicated concepts within the STEM discipline. So in summary, at first glance, STEM, which stands for science, technology, engineering, and mathematics, may appear complicated, but the complication is not necessarily difficult. The key, to this whole thing is that usually the lack of basic understanding on the part of the student is what makes this STEM discipline seem complicated. And this lack of understanding has a tendency of eroding the confidence level of the student. To be successful as a student in STEM or any STEM discipline, you must be psychologically prepared and you must be physically prepared. You must also be emotionally prepared. And you must also be committed in studying and also be consistent in your studies. And gradually, as you are committed and consistent, you become more efficient at studying, and then the gradual knowledge you gather over time grows into wisdom that makes you a more powerful and more knowledgeable student with time. And if you're able to make it up to this point in my video, I would like to let you know that I'm very, very grateful. Please like, share, and subscribe to my channel. Thank you very much.